his prep. His opponent, the number 17, Carson Harshman. Goes over the takedown, looking for some near fall with the turn. An All-American into the semifinals. Put us there's a Cal Poly, Evan Wick.
What's the score of the Michigan-Iowa match?
New match on that number 1. That's from Richard and Cornell, Justin Thomas of Oklahoma.
What's the piece of advice that you would give to like this next generation of college wrestlers about taking care of not just their physical health but their mental health?
I would say don't be afraid to take time off. I struggled all last year with all my last 4 years in college with thinking that I have to constantly be training to get better, thinking that I have to constantly be thinking about wrestling. Like, take time off, man. The best way to break bad habits is to take time off. You know, you can't just go into the room and do the exact same thing because your mind's just gonna kind of go off by instinct, and you're gonna keep repeating the bad habits. So take time off, man. Let your mind heal, let your body heal. Wrestling isn't everything.
All right, I know your family, like your mom's very involved in wrestling and everything. So tell me what it means to have that support.
Oh my God, it's been phenomenal. It's all now, especially my dad. He's real superstitious. He's going on like 3-mile runs after every single match that I do.
Yeah.
That's his superstition thing. And
Around the arena or around town?
around town.
Okay.
Yeah. Which you know, is super funny. But they've supported my wrestling career 100%. When I started wrestling, it's like I was just an average one of the little kids. You know, I took second at my first tournament ever, which is pretty good. But it's not like you think that your kid's going to be a national champion one day. They just knew that I loved wrestling and moved an hour and a half away to go to a super awesome high school with a super awesome coach. Shout out Coach John Azevedo. But I love my mom. I love my dad. They've been incredible for me.
That's awesome. So I can give the
I'm here with Evan Wick. Evan, into the semifinals, you're an All-American for the 3rd time. Talk about your run already this year, what it's like to finally be at your last NCAA Championships.
It's been a hell of a journey, man. 6 years of college wrestling is probably the toughest thing I think anyone can ever do. You know, it doesn't necessarily pay off, but you know, you got to be a different breed to wrestle for 6 years. But I'm excited, man. I'm excited to get these last 2 matches out of the way and get on. And I want to go home and hang out with my mom, my dad. I love them. I love my girlfriend, Maddie. I love my teammates. You know, they've been phenomenal. That's been one important part of my development this year. Is my teammates. You know, not just being in the room, but we don't talk about wrestling at all off the mat if we don't need to. You know, if I got a question, I'll ask Bernie, I'll ask Legend, I'll ask anyone I need to, Kemp. But they've just been phenomenal, and we have fun together, and that's what I wanted of teammates. You know, so it's been a fun year.
So you had the opportunity to wrestle with your brother at Wisconsin,
Yep.
and this year, now that you're at Cal Poly, you have a chance to be with Luca and Xander.
Yeah.
And your coach, John Azevedo. What's it been like being all together in this final run, trying to put everything together as a family to make an NCAA championship happen?
It's been great. You know, there's been some troubles with the protocol at Cal Poly. You know, we're trying to keep everyone safe, so room is incredibly limited. There's only 2 guys on the mat, 2-3 guys on the mat at one time. So, you know, that's something I'm excited about next year. We'll have a team atmosphere inside the room, but it's been great, man. It's just, I'm so happy that Luca committed to Cal Poly when I did, because, man, it's so tough going to college and being on your own. I think it's great to have him there. He's a phenomenal athlete. I can learn so much from him. I can learn so much from Xander. Man, I wish Xander was in this tournament wrestling. He's one of my favorite people to wrestle, and I thought he was one of the best wrestlers in the nation in high school. But, you know, shout out to Xander and Luca. I love you guys. Thanks for getting me better. Thanks for everything.